Arg! Gonna unlock memories. Woot! Woot woot! We're doing good. August 7th! Woot woot! Good morning, Holly. Today's another half day for you. It looks like you've gotten a lot better now, but you still should take great care and not overdo it, okay? Yeah, you're in a lot less pain today, and you've gotten the hang of this a bit more from last time. Today should go well. Alright, do your best. Welcome back, Master. May I take your order? Have a good day, madam. We'll be awaiting your return. Right, perfect. It's going well, Holly. Looks like you've gotten used to it already. Right, maybe it does suit you to have Shin boss you around so strictly. Nope, I'm gonna say we can do without any more of that. Woo! Half a day sure flies by when you're working. Good work. At this rate, you should be able to go back to full-time next week. Hold on, I'm alternating between putting my glasses on and taking them off. Because I'm trying to get comfortable. Okay. Seriously, when I first heard the news from mine, I was in a complete and total panic. My hands were trembling quite a bit. I ended up dropping plates in front of customers several times. Manager? You were really that worried? If that pretty face of yours had been injured, this cafe would have lost its poster girl. How frightening. Uh-huh. Really? Like, everyone was so shaken up at the time. Tomo was especially bad. Hey, you don't need to mention that. But it was pretty crazy, alright? You were shouting at Shin, and then you ran off? Sao was on the verge of tears. That should be expected. From Sawa and me, that was really an incredibly terrifying moment. And yet Shin was so calm. What? Mine. To be honest, I was kind of scared. His girlfriend fell off a cliff right in front of his eyes, but he was like, still so super calm. Like, what's up with that? He called the police and explained the situation, and he didn't even make an effort to search for you. There's nothing wrong with what he did. He might have looked calm, but I'm sure he was beyond shock too. I heard some scary rumors, like about Shin's dad being a murderer. It wasn't murder, it was involuntary manslaughter. What the fuck? Even if, like, he didn't intend to kill, he still killed someone. Isn't that the truth? I heard he got drunk and got in a fight with some guy. Couldn't that personality have been passed down to Shin? You guys, what if he's like a fucking murderer? When I think about that, after what happened that day, it makes me really scared of Shin. I'll seriously get mad if you say any more. It's true that Shin's father got in a fight and killed someone, but that has nothing to do with Shin. And it's not like you know the details about that incident, or do you? Minnie, do you really believe rumors over your friends? I'm sorry, that was terrible of me to say. Yeah. Shin isn't at fault here. You've been saying that from the very beginning. I'm really sorry. Alright, that's enough. Shin may be a lonely kid, but he wouldn't hurt a girl he cherishes so much. There's no reason to doubt him. Anyway, why don't we all have lunch? Even though the manager said that, it sounds like there are a lot of people who suspect Shin. That's probably because his attitude is the type to arouse suspicion among people who don't know him. What do you think? I'm starting to feel anxious. Shin's pretty face. Again. Sorry, I have water here, but it's not doing very much. August 8th! Got time? Wanna go somewhere? He shows up without calling or texting, and that's the first thing he says when he sees you. He could ask about your injuries, or ask how work is going, or how you're feeling. At least something nice. Before, we'd go to the park, or to school with Toma. That's all I can think of. Oh, he wasn't talking about a date. This is to help recover your memories. Hey, in that case, wouldn't it be better to talk about the accident than about elementary school? I think it's bad not to ask Shin anything and only hear negative rumors from other people. You also still need to ask Shin about the memory you have of him finding you that night. Yay, park. Huh. I see. So I found you, huh? I don't know what you're remembering, but I never found you. Toma and the others are right. Toma and the others are right. The people who found you were these two guys, Iki and Kent, who just happened to be staying at the lodge. Iki is a college student, and Kent is a graduate student. That's all I know. So even Shin is saying that the others are right. I waited at the lodge for the ambulance and the police to arrive. I knew the police would want to question me anyway. He's fucking lying. I know he is. He has to be. He does it all the time. Why wouldn't he? Someone had to stay at the lodge to relay the information to them. It would just make things faster for me to be there, since the police would have called for me anyway. I see. So Shin didn't search for you, so you could explain things to the police. That actually sounds pretty reasonable. After you were found, the police car and the ambulance arrived, and I was taken to the station. Our testimonies were different, so the police decided that they were going to keep me in hold for a day. But the differences in our stories were really minor. In fact, I lied about them. Wait, why would you lie about something like that? Now that I think about it, I should have told the truth from the start. I think I was just upset. You said I ran because he was teasing me in your testimony, but I said I jumped out at her from behind in my testimony. In reality, what you said was closer to the truth. From your footprints, they determined that you ran away from something before you fell. There wasn't really much reason for me to lie about it. That's just what I happened to tell them. Because, you see, at that time, I was actually asking if I could go to your room that night. That was hard to explain, so, in my embarrassment, I just ended up making up a stupid lie. Like that I jumped out at you from behind to scare you. Well, It's true that that would be hard to tell the police. I wouldn't do it. Not only that, but you ended up running when he asked? I actually wasn't kidding at the time, so what you said is technically a lie too. If we're gonna go down that road. Although it's a lot closer to the truth than what I said, but it wasn't anything that was super serious either. It's just that nobody but us knew what we were talking about before the accident, and that trail of footprints was there. It might be trivial, but I still lied. Of course they would suspect me. The only reason I was released was because you cried and defended me. I'm really thankful. I see. It sounds like you really liked Shin before you lost your memories. You ended up with fairly minor injuries. I guess the police didn't see the need to press further. Anyway, that's my side of the story. Do you believe me? I don't. I really don't. I don't, like, there's something else. There is something else he's not telling us. But at the same time, to tell him straight up, I don't fucking believe you. Just, you gotta be, I don't really believe all of what he's saying. I don't believe that he would hurt us, but I know that there's something he's keeping from us. There's that little bit of something that he isn't telling. Or that we know, that we don't remember, and I want to know that. So, I still need to think about it a bit more. Huh. You didn't used to think so deeply about things like this before. I got it, though. Take your time and decide on your own. Sorry. I fucked up, didn't I? I probably should have told you about all this sooner. Having you ask others just made things more problematic. When I try to talk about that day, I remember really awful things. Like your scream when you fell, how long I had to wait before the people looking for you came back. And then you were brought back covered in blood. And all that time I was being questioned without knowing how you were. I saw the cuts on your neck when you were brought back. It looked like you were bleeding a lot. It's a miracle you got off so easily. I heard later that if they hadn't found you, as soon as they did, you might have died. I was even thinking that it was my fault that you almost died. I was just so weak. I can't forgive myself. I can't do anything. Nothing at all. You were right there in front of my eyes. Just a few seconds before. You were in my arms. But then... Sorry. I still don't want to talk about it. Or think about it. I still don't want to think about it. I don't think he didn't do anything about it. He said you might have died if you were found later. If Shin had run off by himself to look for you, it might have been too late. Shin, your quick decision to ask everyone for help is what saved this girl's life. There's no doubt about it. His calmness is amazing, but he's really unstable. Like, underneath all this is a really fucking unstable Shin, who's just like, I feel it in my bones. I was saved thanks to you, Shin. Yeah, you said that plenty of times. Oh good, I got one right. You say the same thing every time I apologize, even without your memories. Aww. But if I had been more careful about our surroundings, you never would have fallen in the first place. That fact won't change. This is my fault. Hey, Holly. Shin is really sorry about this, and he doesn't seem like a person who would try to hurt you. Your injuries were just an accident, but then again, what about that mysterious memory? Huh. Must be some sort of mistake. Yay!